Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing another What's Next. This is on the undefeated and former featherweight champion of the world. That's 126, Oscar Valdez of Mexico. Valdez returned to main event an ESPN card in July when he took on former world title challenger Jason Valdez. Now, Valdez had lost, most of his last few fights, so Valdez had to come in and be impressive, even though he was just shaking off some rust. This was a prelude to a possible title shot, so we'll get into that in a minute. But he came in against Valdez. It was a pretty decent action fight. Valdez was definitely in the fight. Valdez was doing more of the work, and then Oscar pretty much put him down and out in the 10th round of that fight, the final round, and stopped him. And not too much to take away from that fight to what I didn't know already. I felt like Valdez would be a little competitive. He was that. Valdez stopped him. I'm not super surprised by that. But, for me, is Valdez a serious threat at 130? I think he possibly could be with some more time, but the big question now is what's next for Oscar Valdez, and that's easy. I said this fight was a prelude to a title shot. It was. It was a prelude to a mandatory title shot that he has earned by the WBC, and he's going to go straight in to the division's #1 fighter, the reigning world champion for nearly 4 years now, Miguel Berchelt. So these guys are colliding next. That's happening. That's going to happen in the fall. They have not given a date out yet. I think it's probably going to take place in November. October looks like it's filling up pretty fast, but it still could be October. But I have not heard nothing on that. I personally think it's going to be November versus Berchelt, where I think, for me, Valdez is a big underdog. I don't think he's just a, sizable or smaller underdog or medium size. No, I think he's a big underdog. I think Miguel Berchelt's going to put it on Valdez and whip his ass. Valdez, what he's got going for him is that Mexican style, and he does have some skill to go with it, but I just think Berchelt's the bigger fighter, more skillful fighter, and the tougher fighter, to be honest. He's been there, done that, and he's not old. He's like 28, 29, and I just think he's going to completely dominate Valdez, break him down, stop him in the middle to later rounds. It could end early. Valdez, the only chance he has of winning that, in my opinion, is by taking Berchelt to the deep waters and hoping that Berchelt fades in a brawl, and then stopping him in the late rounds or possibly pulling off a close-ass decision. But I think Valdez has his work cut out for him. I'm not saying he can't win. He is undefeated, but he has not faced anybody on the level of Miguel Berchelt, and I think that's going to be made apparent when he gets in the ring with Berchelt. Again, likely going to take place in the fall. I'm picking November. Oscar Valdez versus Miguel Berchelt for the WBC world title at 130 pounds super featherweight. So that's the what's next on undefeated former featherweight champion Oscar Valdez. I hope you guys enjoyed it. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.